If you're looking for a system to follow to be able to stay lean, build muscle, and stay vegan, this video is for you. Let's get into it. So there's really 3 pillars that you really need to pay attention to when it comes to building muscle, okay? 1 is calories, 2 is protein, as well as lastly is just eating balanced, okay? Your plate has to be balanced. If it's not balanced, then you're going to lack in some area. All of them are really, really important. Calories, if you're trying to gain weight, build muscle, you want to be in a calorie surplus. Also, you want to be able to get sufficient amounts of protein, right? Your protein has to be more. You can't just get the same amount of protein that you're getting if you're not trying to build muscle versus trying to build muscle, all right? So you want to make sure you're getting in enough protein as well as enough calories, as well as eat a very balanced meal, okay? Now, first, when it comes to protein, right, something that's very, very important is people confuse protein in so many different ways. It's really fascinating to me how like this is still a topic today. However, I'll briefly explain it again, but we're gonna definitely dive into this topic a lot more on my channel. Anyways, protein, right, is essentially amino acids, all right? You get an abundance of amino acids, you form something internally called a polypeptide chain. This polypeptide chain is essentially your protein molecule, okay? Abundance of amino acids, you get your protein. Yeah, you can get that from a wide range of foods. It's not just meat that you can get that from. You can get that from fruits, you can get that from grains, you can get that from nuts, from seeds, you know, from vegetables, from greens, right? First off, we have fava bean on this plate, right? Fava bean is really, really amazing. And just real quick, I got this from Sprouts. It was in the tofu section. It's not tofu. However, you can make tofu pretty much out of like any bean, just so you know. This pack came with 64 grams of protein, which is first off crazy. Half the pack is 32. You can eat half the pack in one serving. So I did that along with lentils and quinoa, which also is a complete source of protein. So we have two sources of complete sources of protein along with fava bean. So what's next is micronutrients, okay? Micronutrients is really, really important, okay? So we have the microgreens, we also have the broccoli, and also the other greens. I did about like 3 to 4 different types of greens in this one bowl. And then also too, this is really, really essential. You can get in more greens if you cook them, but also there's so many different ways that you can get in more greens as well. The microgreens, believe it or not, are really, really packed with nutrients. Something that's also really, really important too is like when you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, whatever it is, if you're just on the vegan diet, you want to go for nutrient-dense foods like every meal, as well as you want to focus more in on fuel rather than taste on this lifestyle, because if you don't, then you're doing yourself a disservice. So the key here is to get variety. If you get a wide, diverse variety of plant foods within a day, it's so beneficial for so many things, okay? Briefly, it's actually really, really great for the gut microbiome as well. The gut microbiome essentially thrives off of diversity. If you get a wide range of fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, and seasons, you are essentially improving your immune system because the gut bacteria is now very diverse, right? You have the good and the bad. Research suggests that eating 0.18 grams of protein per pound of body weight is what you need, right? And a little bit more if you're trying to build muscle. It doesn't have to be drastically a lot. You don't have to be eating like 200 grams of protein in a day. You know, I mean, according to like how tall you are and how much you weigh, sure, probably, right? But for everyone, it will look different in the amount that you will need. So for me personally, I'm around like 160, maybe 162. And what's recommended for me as far as, you know, when I'm in a calorie surplus, I'll put it somewhere right here so that way you guys can see. But that's what my aim is. However, you don't need an excessive amount of protein. It's been actually scientifically proven that too much protein actually increases your chances of getting diseases, as well as increases your chances of aging when you get too much protein. Now back to building the plate, right? I try not to go too heavy on the fats. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's never really entirely consistent. However, I like to do things like avocado lime dressing, or it's just simply avocado or nuts and seeds, right? And also the sweet potato and the avocado comes with their own protein as well, believe it or not. And I don't know how I just literally forgot this, but literally the fermented food, the fermented cabbage is so essential. That right there is also really, really great for your digestion because it's a probiotic. And just so you know, all these micronutrient foods that I just mentioned all have protein within it. Anyway, before we carry on any further, I just gotta show you guys this testimony from this client that I had a little while ago. I think his name was Mike. Mike did a phenomenal job at building muscle and following my instructions to the T. Check out Mike. Tropical J tapping in. Hey man, this right here is my client Mike. Look at them abs. So yeah, Mike used to look like this and now he's like this. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, right? So I'm proud of him. He's done really amazing. And it's stories like this that really inspire me to just keep going and being the person that I am, because there's so many people out there that need this kind of help and information to be able to transform their lives and live a very high quality, rich life, high vibrational life that is not filled with trauma, death, and low vibrational energy and foods. And now this sauce is like the real king. Okay, like this sauce is something that I put on almost every bowl. It's an avocado lime dressing sauce. I also did sprinkle a little bit of this like green powder that I usually use in my smoothies in it, just for extra nutrients. But I put that all together along with some garlic and maybe some black pepper and sea salt, right? And then drizzled it on top. But that right there also contains protein, right? And also other nutrients. So with that being said, man, if you're looking to build muscle, lose weight, and get fit on a short amount of time, as well as a vegan, do yourself a favor and look in the description, or if not in the comments below. There's a free muscle building guide. Go get it while it's hot. If you guys like this video, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if this was helpful, comment number 8 down below. Look, man, don't make this just something that is a diet, right? Don't do this for a short period of time. Do this as a lifestyle, and I'm telling you right now, your body, your mind, and your spirit will thank you eternally, okay? There will be a new frequency that comes into your magnetic field that completely changes your life, in which it did for me, all right? This is why I do this, because I want other people to also experience this experience that I've had and be able to penetrate the lives of other people, to be able to influence them in the direction of wherever they decide to go, but also with love. This is what I used to look like. This is what I look like now. There's an obvious difference. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and love. And remember to break the chains of wellness. Peace.